Alright, hello guys, it's Danny here once again, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a lap guide on this week's brand new daily race, which is in the Nurburgring GP, and we're in the Group 3 cars. So, as you can see, we have tuning on. As you can see, the available tuning options we have is anti-rollbar, damping, natural frequency, negative camber. Wait, no, that's not negative camber angle. Sorry. So just anti-rollbar, dampers, frequency, and differential gear. So we are in the Genesis Group 3. Genesis X Gr3. So this is our setup that we're using for this combo, and it's pretty much very for what I'll describe it as a plain setup, but it's a very effective setup. Maybe you can tweak it just a little bit to tune to your driving style, but personally for my driving style I think it's fine. But so this is just but it's a very effective setup, and the brake balance you're using is +4. So we did spend quite a bit of time with the time drop. We did 53.4, midpoint 4, which is actually quite close around here. But I expect the world record to be like a 53.1, 53.0, or maybe even a 52.9. Not going out of 52.9. So let's give you guys the lap guide, basically. So to start the lap, you want to go quite wide on the last corner over here. So braking quite early. Once you pass the cones, you can slowly apply a bit of throttle input over here, just holding about 85% throttle, because this car has a lot of, this Genesis has a lot of torque, and it kicks in very early, so you have to be very gentle with the throttle input. You can see I'm holding 85% throttle input just to let the torque build up slowly as opposed to instantly, or else you got an insane amount of wheel spin. And once the car is almost straightened up, you can just floor it out of the last corner, and as you can see we have 3.2 meter per second south wind, so a lot of top end over here. So first braking marker is pretty much at the end of this tarmac over here. Once you pass the end of that one-off tarmac or close to the 100-meter board, that's when you're braking, holding the brake, and then I just trail brake a bit. I release the brakes at the apex up to second gear, then I apply a bit of throttle already, and then when the car is straightened up I can just floor it in second gear. So for turn 2 I'm just braking just a little bit, like about 30% braking, just trying to keep the car hugging on the turn 2 apex as much as possible, and I got the third gear. So now I'm going to get the crosswind right here, so I'm just trying to steer back the car as much as possible whilst applying almost full throttle to carry a lot of exit speed of turn 2. So pretty much at the end of this green AstroTurf on the right hand side, that's when you're braking again. So for this hairpin-ish corner, the thing about this is the car will just slide a little bit as you're trail braking just slightly. So you want to go to the first gear. So when the car is like the whole car's on the apex, the curb, you can go up the second gear, the car coasts. So when the car's coasting mid apex, it's allowing it can rotate, and this is why we're using 565 differential settings, is to let the car rotate off throttle. It's a little aggressive, but with a little bit of practice, you can get the hang of it, especially in the Genesis. So I'm applying throttle again, second gear, just a bit of throttle, and just lifting out the throttle again just to make the apex of turn 4 over here. So and then I got the third gear. You don't want to cut this too much, you want to keep at least 2 wheels on the track. So I'm just cutting it nicely, but I'm staying within track limits here, as you can see from the chase cam. So I just exited into third gear here. You get a little bit of wheel spin from the tailwind, but the thing about the setup is I'm using 10-10 anti-rollbar, so you can catch the rear easily if it starts to wobble slightly. So sector 1 is a 35.3. So at pretty much the end of this one-off over here, you're pretty much braking again. Just trail braking quickly to let the car rotate off the brakes, and then at the end of the curb over here, you're braking again on the first gear for rotation. The rear will slap a little bit, but you can control it by steering less into the apex, like reducing the steering angle. You avoid the slap oversteer as much. So pretty much, so for the hairpin here, just as you pass this gray curbing-ish, not sure why I call this, but Oh, it's a drain cover, sorry. This grey drain cover here, just as you pass a little bit of it, you start to brake in a straight line. So they got the first gear pretty late, so to avoid the snap oversteer as experienced the corner before. So I'm just getting caught in first gear, and then I got the second gear mid apex to just apply a bit of throttle, and when the car is straightened up, almost straightened up, you can just floyd. See the benefit of the headwind on the corner exit. You won't get wheel spin, and you can just floyd in second gear without much hassle. So a low 1011 for sector 2. Sorry, yeah, sector 2, correct. Almost mixed up the sectors there. So Schumacher S with the headwind there, you can take it a bit flat. Although if you do feel a little bit understeer, it's best to lift at Schumacher S. Schumacher SS, sorry. So now for this corner here, braking at the 100-meter board. Turn braking, so let it coast into second gear on the apex, and then quickly out the third gear and exit in third gear. So you're pretty much braking over there in the middle of the track, and get out the brakes quickly. You want the car to rotate off the throttle because it's a long right-hander, and then mid-apex you go up the third gear and then just floyd early. Again, benefit of the headwind over there is you can accelerate earlier. Now for the most difficult part of the lap, which is the chicane. So over here, you're braking just next to the 100-meter board over here. So the braking technique I was using is I go about 60% braking at 100, and then after the 100, I go up to full braking, so I can trail brake more efficiently over here. So I just release the brakes quickly, just as I am turning to the apex. So this is how you want to place the car. You want at least 2 wheels on the curb to avoid a penalty at the first part of the chicane. So holding second gear, and then I apply throttle again just as I pass the first part of the chicane. And then the second part of the chicane, I'm still placing 2 left wheels on the curb on the left hand side, as you can see. This way you can cut the curb efficiently, cut the chicane efficiently without getting a penalty, and then I just floyd again in second gear, getting the best acceleration possible. So the final braking point is when the car is almost level with the cone, as you can see on the right hand side, the cone which is at the pit entry, you're braking there. So just letting the car rotate in first gear, off throttle a little bit, and then up the third gear again for the corner exit from the last corner, and then just holding it to get a total time of 1 minute 53.461. So yeah, that's pretty much the lap guide of Nurburgring GP in the Genesis X Gr3 for this week's daily racing. And I'll still post the setup in the description of this video, so you guys can copy and paste it into in the game basically. So yeah, I hope you guys find this lap guide helpful. Apologies if I mispronounce some things, but once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the lap guide, and good luck this week. Have fun, and I'll leave you guys to it. Take care, bye bye.